This is the first episode of our series on healing and moving past the pain. And this is Reflection. And here is Hossein with you. Today, we are talking about a tough topic, letting go of past hurts and finding a way to heal. Now, I'll share a bit of my own story to kick us off. After I graduated, I was excited to work with some folks I thought were friends. But things changed quite fast. These people, who I trusted first, started treating me quite badly. They took my ideas and acted like those ideas were theirs, all for their own benefit. I felt lost and hurt, of course. I even needed help just to get through the day, like physiotherapist and their other therapist. And to make sense of what really was happening around me, it took me quite a long time, like 6 months, to even understand that this is happening. You probably have experienced this, right? When I even looked for support, like HR or other therapists, some of them, of course, it felt like no one really got it. They told me, just let it go. Yeah, it may sound really easy, right? As if it was that really easy. But through all this, I started to learn something really important about myself and how to stand strong even when times get really tough. So, how do we start healing from something like this? It begins with something simple. Today, let's do this together. Of course, it may not necessarily work. It may not work for everyone. You may want to try all sort of techniques. There are quite a lot of things, and we hopefully can talk a little bit more this week. For instance, one of the ways that can work, sometimes it really doesn't work for me as well. But I'll share one that many people have said it would work, like finding a quiet place or sitting down, closing your eyes and taking a deep breath, right? In and out, like, and take your time. People talking about different timing. They say, "Oh, go four, like count until four, and then hold it for four until four, count four, and then just breathe out." Again, I really don't know the science behind it. These numbers, I mean, but it seems that deep breath kind of works. Think of one small thing in what you're doing that made you smile, like today or even in the past. It could be anything, a song, a bed, a nice cup of coffee, for instance. Hold on to that feeling. Let it remind you that no matter the darkness, there's always a light somewhere. It might sound really, really difficult, but I'll assure you, there's always a light. Although it's not going to be forever, but there's always a light somewhere. So that's our first step. Then again, I said it may or may not work for everyone, but at least you have one way to do it, and finding those little bits of light. So we'll explore more ways to heal in our next episodes. But for now, remember that a small joy is a powerful start. Thanks for listening. I'm looking forward to our next step together, and feel free to share what really works for you. Until then, take care of yourself.